We're joined this morning now by David Gallagher, who's the MD of Pfizer Ireland, Bryan Lynch from Bryan Lynch Salads, and Tom Ray from Guaranteed Irish to tell us more about the importance of buying Guaranteed Irish products. Gentlemen, you're very welcome. Thank you indeed for joining us. How do you know that it's a Guaranteed Irish product? Because we're seeing stuff in supermarkets in particular now that, you know, it says Irish smoked fish instead of smoked Irish fish, just to point out one. There's issues with chicken, there's issues with a lot of stock coming in. So how do we know?
Certainly from a Guaranteed Irish point of view, unless it's got a Guaranteed Irish symbol, we don't have any jurisdiction over that. There are a lot of symbols out there at the moment. We have, and you have to be careful, you have got to check them. The Guaranteed Irish symbol has been around, as you say, since 1975. But as a not-for-profit organisation, it's been around since 1984.
Okay.
We inspect and we would do an audit, a visual audit on every company that would be...
So if somebody's assembling parts that are brought in from abroad and putting a Guaranteed Irish stamp on it, is that allowed?
No, we would require a minimum of 50% added value to the product in Ireland.
Okay.
There are three reasons why Guaranteed Irish was founded. One was, the three reasons, and it hasn't changed, and it's gone the full circle. One was the state of the Irish economy. Two was to create jobs, and three was to identify Irish product. Manufacturing has changed in Ireland over the years. At one stage, and if you go back, and just one figure I quote to people, in '84 there were 530 clothing and footwear companies in Ireland. We haven't one on our books today.
Well, any of the big manufacturers are now little offices where they import the stuff and
distribute it. It's all
yeah.
You know, offshore stuff.
Yeah.
Manufacturing has changed, and we are very keen in Guaranteed Irish on the job creation side of it. Assembly is not an issue for us, provided that there is local added value to the product.
Absolutely.
I mean, most of the stuff that, I mean, we don't make steel, we don't make paper in Ireland,
yeah.
so there's a lot of things. A lot of the exotic fruit going into baking and all of that is all imported now. So what we do is we allow 50% added value to the product in Ireland, and that includes the job creation. Obviously, there's all the other things that come.
It can't just be brought in and
not sliced or passed off as something.
Okay. What about David? David, like, just as a consumer, consumers watching at the moment, how important or what difference will it make to putting an extra something Irish in your basket every week, say, for instance?
It makes a fantastic difference. I mean, think about every shopping and buy a bag of crisps, an Irish product versus an imported product. I mean, you keep the money in the country. And right now, of all times, think the jobs and the problems we have in the economy. That money is in the economy. It goes around. It's families in jobs. It's people who have money to spend elsewhere. So it's never been more important, actually.
Yeah.
I think really, as a consumer, once you make an active choice, you get a chance.
And you see, unfortunately, consumers want to buy that Irish product, yeah. But there's this perception there that the Irish product will always be dear, and that's not quite 100% accurate.
No, it's not the case. I mean, in some cases it's true, in other cases it isn't. So I think it's more, if it's an equal product, same kind of quality, roughly the same price, I think the choice should be Guaranteed Irish. We should all look to do that.
Look to do that and look after ourselves in the long run. Bryan, you're at the coalface, so to speak. I mean, Bryan Lynch Salads, you saw the niche there, you went for it. But how tough is it out there when you're competing, say, against the multiples? You're probably supplying some of the multiples.
No, we're not supplying the multiples. No, we're not.
So you're competing against them then in one sense?
Yeah, but you know, in a roundabout way, people are still looking for a good quality Irish product.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Sourced locally and produced locally. You know what I mean? I'd still add an added value price. You know, so
yeah.
you know, it is tough, but
how tough? I mean, you know, continuously sourcing Irish products, does it sometimes stick with you that you could have bought these tomatoes out of here and they're a hell of a lot cheaper?
No, you know, if you can source the products locally, you know, you definitely, you know, you can get value for money there, you know, locally yeah. beside us. And
I think this man is a great story, and today I think we have two companies that gives you the idea what Guaranteed Irish is about. We have a very big, large multinational, Pfizer,
yes, yeah.
who employs a huge number of people in Ireland, and have and will continue, I hope, to do so. But Bryan is an interesting one, because when I first met Bryan about 4 or 5 years ago, he was working from his home. Now, he had, I think, had you any van on the road, Bryan?
One.
He now has 7.
Congratulations.
And he has a factory of 6,000 square feet.
Brilliant stuff.
Now, that's an example of where you can have a local homegrown company. And he tells me that he has 700 accounts.
That's fantastic. Well, we need. It is hard work, no doubt whatsoever. I mean, yeah, between getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning anyway, but also just running accounts and everything. You know, anyone running a business these days, it's challenging times. Cash flow in particular is one we keep hearing is causing problem after problem. The banks are another huge problem. So, good luck. Our problem is we don't hear enough of these stories, and the media doesn't seem to highlight enough of these stories.
Well, I think that's why we're delighted today that you've done that. And you see, the symbol, while there are a lot of symbols around, we are around now 25 years, and we intend to be. We've had a lot of problems with the symbol, because during the Celtic Tiger, nobody wanted to buy Irish. They wanted to show how they were doing particularly well.
To buy
all the Italian foods, everything else. But now people are beginning to look much more closer to home. Jobs, as I say to you, are a big focus on people.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for coming in this morning. Lovely meeting you all. Thanks for joining us.